Men, if your wife cheated on you, you've got to take a look at why you would marry a woman who cheats. That is the most low life of woman you could possibly get. The only type that's worse is a woman who runs off and leaves her kids. Women are the caretakers of a relationship. We are the nurturers of a relationship. When a woman blows up her relationship by abandoning her kids, abandoning her husband or her boyfriend, and having an affair, that is the lowest life of the woman. That is a woman completely disconnected from her femininity, from her nurturing, completely disconnected. So you have to look at why you would pick a woman who doesn't value a relationship. Okay, you chose poorly. I never cheated. In 25 years of marriage, I never cheated. Now, to set the record straight, in all of the relationships in my entire life that I've had, one time I cheated, and it's in my book, and I'm glad I did. Okay, it was when I was trying to figure out if I should get married or not married, and I had met this guy. I had one time. I do not regret it. Had a purpose. Now, the other mistake that a lot of you have made, I'm going to tell you all the mistakes you men have made. You pick women who will cheat on you, and you pick women that retaliate and get nasty when they don't get their way. Have you heard of men who kill the woman that leaves them? Well, the women who take all your money and try to hurt you in divorce are like that. They don't shoot you, but they hurt you. They're there to hurt you. They're going to get back at you. You picked a woman like that. Now, you have to look at why did you pick a woman who tries to destroy you just because the relationship ended. My ex-husband and I, when we divorced, we split everything in half. And I was going to leave everything with him. In fact, I only took a few pieces of furniture, it's all in my book. I was going to let him keep all the money, but my boss convinced me to take half of our savings, which I did. Not all women are out to destroy you. I filed for divorce in the courthouse. We agreed to everything. There was no alimony, there was no child support. I didn't want to be dependent on some guy I'm not fucking. That's lame. That's a victim mentality. I do not want to depend on my income on some man that I'm not even in a relationship with. All these guys going around, women take all our money. Well, if women take all your money, then all of us women should have all of the men's money and you men would have nothing. You got to use your brain. When I see that in the comments, I'm like, okay, who do you know personally that the woman got all the money in the divorce or a lot of money? And they never answer. It's just some kind of a manosphere talking point myth. Well, look at all the people I know who got divorced. The women were all working. The women are working now. They have their own money. The woman either bought out the man out of the house or they split everything in half and no one's paying anyone. No one is paying anyone because the woman makes her own money. This is not the 1950s anymore. Okay, now what the real problem is, a lot of men are upset because they do not know how to choose a woman who nurtures a relationship. So they choose women who will cheat on them, retaliate in the divorce by trying to take all their money, badmouth them, accuse them of things, keep their kids from them. You're picking bad women. You're picking nasty women. Why? Because she's hot. The same way as women, like I had to take responsibility for marrying a guy who was not sensual and not sexually attuned and not emotionally attuned. I take responsibility for that. And I decided after my divorce, I would never again be with a man who doesn't care how I feel. So what have you learned from your broken relationships? What have you learned? Don't just blame all women. I don't know any woman who made out in the divorce. I didn't. I'm working. And I do not know any women who cheated on their husbands. None. Cheating is not a thing that we do in my family or in my friendship circle. It ranks in the same white trash garbage bin as women who leave their children. Leaving your children, cheating, retaliating in a divorce is low scum, white trash behavior. And if you picked white trash, pick better next time. Stop coming on here and whining. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. Stop coming in here and whining about your horrible choices in women. When you pick the trash, you go on the trash heap and then you complain about the stench. You pick them. Do better. Take some responsibility. Why did you pick those kinds of women? And don't come over here with your whiny bullshit. I don't want to hear it. Pisses me off.